Hey everybody, welcome to Fresh Out the Box plays Modern Age Threefold setting by Green Ronin Publishing. I am the Game Master, Johananon.
It's me, it's Casualty CDG, and you can find me at Casualty CDG on my social medias. I'm a retired child crimes and human trafficking detective with PTSD and anxiety, and I'm here because tabletop role-playing games are awesome for your mental health as far as I'm concerned. They make you feel good. And you have safety walls and barriers with your players so everyone gets to have a safe time and a good time. So I'm happy to be here.
And I am Michael Pow, aka Mr. Kapow, and you can find me all over the internet on my social medias, which is usually at Mr. Kapow. That's MRKAPAO, or my Facebook page, which is facebook.com/Michael Pow Does Stuff, because I do a lot of stuff like my YouTube channel, Fantastic Tales of Adventure.
Hell yeah. No, that's great. Yeah, Mr. Kapow's always doing stuff. Mr. Kapow be getting them free books these days. Mm-hmm. Congratulations to you, sir.
Trying to.
Hell yeah. So this is Modern Age Threefold by Green Ronin Publishing. We're going to be taking it away. But hey, if you want to check out Modern Age Threefold yourself or anything from Green Ronin Publishing, you can use our discount code to help us out and get 5% off your total. We get a little chunk of change for it too. So check that out. But without further delay, so last episode you guys started off in a gunfight with mummy dust in your pockets, on your way to stop the mysterious blade-wielding woman from stealing some artifact from the museum. You did not succeed in stopping her. Something happened. There was some sort of transference of energy between her and Max. Max got some flashes. Virgil got some flashes. There was a lot of psychic energy going on there.
All got flashed.
Everyone got flashed.
You missed it. You should have been there.
Norman threw a guy into the vault with a bomb, and that guy is very dead. But yeah. So you guys went back to base. There was a bit of a chewing out, but then things kind of settled, and you were able to start your next day of activities. Back to the grindstone. Max, you were home. You had some nightmare issues. And I believe you woke up to a thing, didn't you? Now I'm
I
thinking
think I
about
just
it.
woke up from a nightmare.
You woke up from a nightmare. You thought you saw
Yeah.
somebody there.
Yeah.
And you turn on your lights, cold sweats. You're alone in your apartment. It's time for you to go to work, Mr. Kapow.
All right. Max kind of like when he wakes up, he kind of just kind of bolts upright, and he's kind of like he's breathing hard. I'm guessing he has a cold sweat, and he's like still looking around. For a second, like all the shadows kind of look a little more menacing than they usually do, until you just like how when you wake up, you just slowly recognize, just kind of like take stock of your surroundings. Basically what Max does and goes, oh dude, oh man, all right, no more cream cheese jalapeno popper pizzas. Oh dude, all right. Kind of gets up, he does his shower, grabs eats his what what kind of cereal do you guys think Max is into?
I think he would combine two cereals, like maybe Fruit Loops and Lucky Charms in the same bowl.
Maybe. I would say Frankenberry's in the mix there somewhere.
Ooh, maybe Count Chocula and Cocoa Puffs.
Yeah.
Put chocolate
We'll
syrup
combine
in it
those
first.
together and go. Max goes, all right. He opens up his cabinets, and his cereal cabinet, you see a bunch of different cereals. He's looking at it the way Norman would look at one of those gun lockers with a bunch of different guns. All right, today, you know what? It feels like a Fruity Pebbles and a Blueberry Day. He takes those two boxes, puts them in, and much like most adults, Max is a little lactose intolerant, so he uses almond milk.
That gives me a good idea. As you're doing that, there's a side-by-side frame of me in the weapons room in the armory doing just that, going through, looking at the different lockers with my hand on my chin at the same time. As you reach up, I reach up and grab a shield and a sword. You walk to sit down, and I walk into a training room. And this camera pans back to you.
I like it. I like that. I like that. It's a nice comparison shot.
Mm-hmm.
I dig it.
Both getting ready in the morning.
Max is finishes his breakfast. He's watching, as you do, cartoons because it's Max. And after that, jumps in his Toyota Camry and off to work.
As you're watching cartoons, I'm reading mission reports and dossiers, looking at a 3D map.
As you're getting into your car, you'll notice that there's a homeless guy not that far from your car, kind of wandering around. He has his hand out.
Does Max know? Is this like a regular?
You don't recognize him.
Don't recognize? Okay.
And he's not dressed like a typical. He looks like maybe he's like newly homeless. He's not like decked out in like patchy like winter stuff or anything like that. He's wearing like jeans and a shirt and like a light jacket. But he looks like he's been out on the street for at least a little bit. He's unshaven.
Okay.
His hair looks a little greasy. He's not really in the swing of things yet.
Max kind of reaches in his pocket, digs around, and pulls out we'll just say 3 wadded up dollar bills and a handful of change. Oh, dude, there's something to eat, something hot. Make sure you spend it on food. You have a good day now, dude.
He looks at you. He looks like he's gonna cry, but he takes the money. And when you look into his eyes, you see there's not a lot behind there. It's like a deadened look. Whatever happened to this guy, it was pretty traumatic.
Okay. Okay. Really quick, because I remember from our first adventure, the homeless encampment and the sewers. Max knows where that is still, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right. Max is gonna, kind of just, all right, dude. If you need it, find a place to stay. go to, and he gives the location. Tell him that Max sent you. They just set you up right.
Interesting. I like it. Let me make a note here. All right. Nah, well done. Definitely good stuff. You know what? Get a point of whatever it's called. Yeah, I keep forgetting. Every system has a new one. But yeah, get a point of bonus. And yeah, for roleplay, good job. Best, you pop in your car and you head off to work. And you were having your very own morning, right, Norman?
I'm nodding my head because a loud car drove by. Yes, I am.
Yeah. So you are probably at work pretty early. You don't get a lot of time to sleep, unfortunately.
Yeah, I would like to think that there's a barracks that I sleep in there at the place.
Yeah, there is like it's not a living quarters, but it is like a crash room, and you often spend your nights in there. And yeah, you can just roll out of bed and go to work.
The main reason for that is my squad is used to having to move nationwide or worldwide at a moment's notice to investigate these gates or to go through and see what's on the other side.
Yeah.
So we don't really have a permanent location. We just have whatever we're set up wherever we go. And so maybe if you want to change that later to like a local motel or something, that's fine too.
Yeah. No, you can you sleep, you hang your hat wherever you can, pretty much. But last night you were up late at work. You crashed on the bed that they have there. You wake up to some information. They might have picked up the trail of the woman, the bladed woman.
Good. I'll brush my teeth with coffee and then take a shot of vodka for breakfast. And then I'll be on my way to wherever Kapow is with this information. Actually, where is Virgil first? Let's address that he's not here real quick.
Oh, yeah. No, definitely. I did mean to. So when you are like, hey, Virgil, let's ride.
Yeah, when they gave me this information, I would have been like, this needs to go to Virgil immediately.
Michaela Whitehall will step out into the hallway and be like, not so fast, Virgil. I need you here examining this chunk of gate that you found. I need you here doing the research. You're going to have to make do without him, Norman.
Yeah, there's no one better to do the research than Virgil, I agree. I'd still like him to take a look at this.
Closes the door to her office while you're talking.
I'm going to slide the dossier under the door.
That's fine.
I'd like him to take a look at this dossier and give us a call if he sees anything that I didn't find. We may call him later.
You hear an audible sigh, and then you hear her scotch decanter, like, clink.
I might like to phone a friend later for Virgil.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Absolutely. So, you go ahead, and you're on. So you're going to be out for a lot of the day following this lead. It's going to take some time. She's been seen here. She's been right now. You're canvassing and you're investigating
can I have
possible
a motorcycle?
sightings. Yeah.
Yeah, I want a motorcycle.
What kind of motorcycle you got?
A matte black chopper, maybe not a Harley Davidson, but something close to it, like an Indian or something like that. Just a big American matte black motorcycle.
Okay. Yeah, absolutely. You hop on your hog. You tell your team to split up. You guys are going to split up this canvassing. There have been sightings. You guys put out like an APB, and you're investigating abandoned tenements and places where her and her crew could be holed up.
So I'm riding around. I have my matte black helmet on with the gray undertones web gear, my beard sticking out, my black and silver razor-edged shield over my back, and a sword and a hilt on my hip as I ride this motorcycle around. So any normal passerby probably does a double take, like, what in the fuck is that? But I'm okay with that. I'm on a mission.
You look like the Punisher. Yeah.
Yeah, I look like what's Scarlet or Black Widow's dad's name?
The
Crimson. I want to say Dynamo, not Dynamo.
Is that right?
Crimson of something.
Red Scare. I don't know.
That's more what I look like.
Red Guardian, I think. Red Guardian.
Yeah. Red Guardian.
Like the Black Guardian. You do a double take. Like, what in the hell? That's just the Red Guardian's costume in black and silver.
There you go.
What's happening?
It's pretty funny. Avenger Penguin says, no, Norman doesn't sleep. He has an alcove where he plugs himself in. Pretty funny.
You know,
I can see that.
It's for the other half of my body, but hopefully by the
Roll
end of this
Tide.
campaign.
So yeah, you fine gentlemen are essentially what's going to happen. You guys are about to have like a normal day of work. Congratulations, you did it. I don't need any more than you want to give because this part's just for you. If you have any flavor, how does your day go? What you doing? Anything of note, essentially. You don't have to like say anything, but just if there's something you want to have happened in your work day, that's fine. Anything in particular?
You know what? Let's just say that it was a pretty typical day for Max. You know, he got to work. His boss, ever since Norman taught him, didn't really chew him out, but he's just now being kind of passive aggressive with things and kind of gives Max every once in a while, you know, dirty looks. But honestly, he's better than being chewed out.
Yeah, he has been nicer to you, but begrudgingly. Yeah.
Yeah, like behind his back. He still kind of shoots the dirty look, you know? And Max is like delivering pizzas, getting some decent tips. He's on time and everything. His lunch, which we'll say went to a nearby taco truck after one of his deliveries. And yeah, now he's on his way back from his last delivery.
The trot. Better than the trots, I guess.
What did you order at the taco truck?
Yeah, it's a good question.
Let's say Max went with some al pastor tacos, corn tortillas, and also cabeza tacos, which is basically the meat from the head.
When I went, Norman went by that same taco place later that day to get food, and they were out of corn tortillas, so he left.
Yeah, no, so during this montage, you guys eventually go to the same taco truck at different times. But yeah, so your montage, Norman, is you're kicking in like doors on abandoned buildings. You clear out some homeless people. In one of the buildings, you find
homeless people.
Yeah, you're clearing out homeless people, like not intentionally. That's not your intention, but like you're clearing areas that these people could be hiding. And you do come across some homeless. Norman not being the most compassionate, it's just like, shoo, get out of here. At one point, you probably have to call in a dead body for an overdose. But it's not, it's just another day. Yeah, Mr. Kapow.
Actually, one more thing I want to do. I just thought of it. This is something that Max would do. He would take any of the leftover pizzas or anything like that. After like the lunch rush, that pizza's not going to be, soda usually will be thrown away. He's going to drive it to that homeless encampment in the sewers, and leave it, give it to the people there.
Nice. No, I like that. No, that's a scene we can actually do quick. Not quickly, but we could do that right now. So Norman, you're having that kind of day. It's business as usual. You interact with the police a little bit. That's about it.
I think that I probably get pulled over for riding around with a sword. I get questioned for a while. They let me go.
Yeah.
I go to the taco place. They don't have any corn tortillas.
So you're having a bad day.
It starts to rain at some point, and I'm on the motorcycle, and I'm like, shit, I should have taken the van.
Hell yeah.
The crow flying overhead.
I'll say that, yeah, you're having kind of a rough day, Norman. But yeah, you do interact with the police a little bit. And you don't find a lot, but you do think you came across a building where they might have stayed. But they're not there anymore. They're cleared out. So like one of the tips was good, but just late. So you're like, damn.
It wouldn't have taken me all day. This would have been the spot they were. We could have made them last night.
Yeah, possibly. Possibly if you had this tip last night, maybe it would have been good. But yeah, so Max, you pull up into this drainage ditch, and you park like outside of it, and you walk down this eerie tunnel. As you are enveloped by the darkness, you can't help but remember last time you were down here. Last time you were down here, otherworldly shadow beings were possessing people, and a demonic-fueled serial killer was punching holes in people. So, like, you can't help but get some goosebumps. You halfway think about turning around, but eventually you do see a person up ahead, and they're just kind of standing there, looking at you. And, like, it's off-putting, especially with what you're thinking about. But you wave, and they wave back.
Yeah. It's a dude, pizza man. And he's moving towards, is it in the same direction as the entrance of the sewer? The encampment area?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not like some guy off in a side tunnel.
Yeah.
He's got a balloon.
He's like,
We all float down here, Max.
None of that. No, that's not happening. No, there's like you realize it's a normal ass person just standing there, waving. They were unsure of who you were, so they were giving you a wary glance. You do wind up the encampment. There's fewer people here now. Some of them cleared out after what happened, and some of them seem still, a little scared to be down here, but it's a good place to hole up. And you'll even see the homeless guy from earlier. He's there talking to Jessica Ramirez, the social worker that's down here sometimes. She works for the Hopeful Heart Social Services. And yeah, she's down here administering some aid and giving out some much needed hygiene and perhaps medical care that people need. And she'll, hey, Max.
Hey, Jess. Yeah, Pizza Man's here.
Oh, wow.
I'm guessing it's going to be a big stack. Like, being, helping, getting some of the folks around to help set up, like, a little area where making sure everybody gets, a couple slices and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah, they'll set up distribution real quick. Everybody will start eating the pizza. I'll be like, thanks, Max. Some of them will call you by name. Some of them recognize you at this point.
Hey, what's up? Or, hey, finger guns.
One of the last people to get pizza will be the man you saw this morning. His name's Ed.
Okay.
He'll say,
Ed, dude, good to see you here, man.
Hey, thanks for the tip. Yeah, it's been rough just being out and about up there. Times are rough.
Don't I know it? Yeah, times have been rough, but you know what? These are good. You're surrounded by good people here, and if you need any help or anything, Jessica here, awesome lady. She'll help you. And just what, keep your nose clean, work hard, and yeah.
I'd be like, yeah, I'll do my best. So a lot of the homeless people, you're looking around, and Jessica will mention something about this, like, yeah, a lot of these people are pretty newly homeless. It's very sad.
Yeah, the economy has been really bad.
That's one explanation for it. I hope it doesn't have to deal with all these other things going on. She'll look thoughtful for a minute.
What other things?
All the strangeness, the possessions.
Oh, yeah. Really think that those things are connected?
I don't know. It's hard to not see connections. I'm down here too often, and I remember too much of it. It's it weighs on my mind.
Understandable. Old Max here, he's found himself dealing with some really weird stuff. Keep an eye out if you see some lady like dressed up like a ninja or something like that with a sword. Like, bad news. Like, go the other way. Like, yeah.
Oh yeah, I remember seeing her that night. Yeah. I haven't seen her since though.
That's good. Anyway, you know what? Tomorrow I'll be working as well. try to come here with some Zaz after the rush. But yeah, take care of yourself. Oh, say hi to the kid for me.
Oh, yeah. I assume you're referring to Kara.
Yeah.
Kara Reed, young telepathic child. Yeah. No, absolutely. I'll definitely do that. Thanks. We really appreciate it. You need a receipt or something for tax write-off?
Oh, no worries. No worries. You know what? The boss would have thrown these away anyway, so you know what?
Hey, fair enough. We really appreciate it. She'll shake your hand. She'll get back to work.
Shake her hand and does that handshake, pound it, explode.
She'll try to keep up, but like her heart's not all the way in it. She's like, this is silly. Yeah. But she will kind of attempt it. All right. And you'll make some kid that's watching laugh, like a child will laugh. So good for you. You did it.
Max is making the kid some good.
It's almost the end of your shift. You get a call on your phone. It's your boss. It's the Threefold Pizza number.
This Max?
Max, we have a delivery we need you to make. He's like, he's trying to be nice to you, but he's really mad that you're not there. So he's like through gritted teeth trying to be nice to you. Like, please hurry up and come pick it up if it's not too much trouble.
All right, I guess, you know what? I guess I can make one last delivery. That's it, dude. That's my time for the day because there's, a monster movie marathon that I really want to check out later.
Hey, you know what, Max? That sounds like it's really important to you, and I respect that.
All right, I'll be back in a sec, boss. No worries. Max is just gonna hang up and go on back to work.
That's fine. So yeah, you get back to work. You get your last delivery. It's pretty standard. It's just 2 pizzas, family, family of 4, probably maybe 5. Who knows? But yeah, you head on out. It is further out. It's towards the edge of like your delivery radius. It might even be past it, but you're not sure. But that goes off without a hitch. It's it's in like a suburb of Santa Monica, a smaller town, but it's not that far from the pizza place.
Okay.
You wind up delivering it. A man answers the door, pays you. Pretty decent tip, Nothing too bad. He's like, hey, thanks. Have a good one.
No worries, dude. Yeah. Remember, if you have your pizza needs, call Threefold Pizza. Hey,
now Max, At this point, it starts raining, and you hurry on back to your car. You're like, Gary, you're riding your motorcycle. You're getting rained on real hard. You're like, son of a bitch. So you're driving back to the pizza place. You're gonna clock out, all that good stuff. Pick up your bag, whatever. Yeah. You don't get very far. You're heading back out of the suburb, so you're on the outskirts of the burb. And there's this abandoned building that you're driving past. It looks like it might have been like a factory. It kind of looks like the shoe factory from Jumanji. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
And you see some lights going on in there, like some moving lights. And you don't think much of it. It's not that weird. But shortly thereafter, all the glass blows out of the place. The garage door just kind of blows open like it was under immense pressure. It just like folds outwards like a can opener took to it. It's not like the whole building's not gone or anything. There's just an explosion of some kind, like a shockwave almost. And you're kind of like...
Does Max see like anybody like around like this explosion? Or is just,
there's no one around the building on the outside, no. But while you're like pulling yourself together, like holy shit, like that was scary. You do see a man. He looks injured. He's in a like trench coat kind of thing. He has like jet black hair. He himself is a black guy. He's about like 5'8". Looks kind of. He doesn't look too young. He looks about maybe mid to late 20s, early 30s. And he's wearing like a t-shirt and jeans and like a trench coat. He's like hurt. You can see blood, maybe from glass or something through a cut in his clothing. And he's like walking out like this, looking around, and then he just kind of starts. He's not really running because he looks hurt, but he's like, and he's like going down an alleyway. Shortly thereafter, you see, like very soon after that happens, you see a woman emerge from there as well. She also looks like her hair is like askew. She's wearing a similar style trench coat, but plain clothing. She's a black woman. And she is roughly the same age and height. And she heads a different direction. She looks around too, concerned. You see her look on the ground a bit, like she's looking for something. But then she looks up and sees you looking at her through the car. She like starts going a different direction.
Max is gonna kind of sigh and goes, "Well, looks like I'm not gonna miss the opening act of the floating eyeball from the outer reaches." But he gets out and kind of, I just say Max kind of has a jacket or something in his car, a hoodie or something. Kind of puts it, kind of uses it, kind of like umbrella type of thing, and kind of runs towards the people. Hey, you guys hurt?
The guy is at this point he's pretty far away, gone around a corner. You can't see him anymore. The woman turns back and looks at you, but like she just keeps going.
You need me to call an ambulance or anything like that? Like, you might have a concussion or something. You shouldn't be, wandering around.
Do you pursue either of them?
Yeah. Are they going the same direction?
No.
Okay.
You have to make a choice.
I am going to...
There's like zero information to go off of too, so it's exciting for me.
I'm going to flip a coin. That's how I make all my decisions. You know what? Actually, since the woman's actually closer, he's actually going to go towards the woman first.
That's the one you can see still. The other one kind of went around the corner.
Okay.
So you're going to chase her?
I'd like to cut to Norman real quick, who's on his motorcycle at the drive-in watching the opening act of the floating eyeball, and he's eating cheese fries.
It's kind of funny. I was actually going to be like da 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 and like have you watching the movie actually.
Yeah, that's the only place I can stay dry.
We're on the same
on
page.
The motorcycle sitting under the snack bar watching the movie.
Nah, same page, man. I was gonna
right as the explosion goes off,
thing.
there's like thunder and lightning, and Norman looks around and then looks back at the screen.
And while this like eerie music is playing in the drive-in, we go to Max pretty easily catching up to this woman. And
it's gonna gently tap her on the shoulder.
She'll whip around and she'll pull out an interesting looking knife. It looks pretty wicked. It's slightly curved. It has a secondary little barb coming off of the hilt.
Max is gonna hold up his hands, showing that he has no weapons. Whoa! Dude, lady, calm down. I'm just trying to help. I'm Max.
You guys are out in the rain. She's kind of hunched over, holding her abdomen. She has some blood coming down from a cut above her eye, and she looks frightened more than anything. She looks like a wounded animal. Like she's kind of got that backed into a corner look. She's
just gonna kind of it's the hoodie. He's gonna try to gingerly, hopefully, so she doesn't cut him, but kind of offer it to her like, that looks bad. I'm gonna. I think I should call an ambulance.
No ambulance. I'll be okay.
Yeah. Max is gonna rack his brain. Does Max have Norman's number?
Yeah. You definitely do.
Okay, Max is gonna go, well, if you're not gonna let me call the ambulance, but you know what? That looks really, really bad. Max knows some dudes. like this one dude has this like metal arm and everything. Oh, he's a little overkill, but he knows another dude that might help. Referring to Virgil. He's a smart one, and maybe we could help patch you up. Honestly, that's a lot of blood loss.
She'll lower the knife and she'll put it away. So the only wound that she really has is on her eye. She has a couple scrapes and cuts, but nothing too major. She does look like she might have hurt her torso in some way, but she doesn't seem like she's in mortal danger. She'll kind of right herself a bit and she'll be like, I told you, I'll be fine. I appreciate your help. She's giving you this untrusting glare, kind of.
Wait, Max, like, I'm just a pizza delivery dude, so you don't have to worry about me. The only thing you gotta worry about me is if I deliver you a cold pizza. That's it.
Go ahead and roll a communication check for me. You are pretty innocuous. That's like, it can't always be a bad thing. It has to be a good thing sometimes, and this is one of those times where, the fact that you're sort of goofy can
I roll? Can I roll bargaining?
Not this time.
For this? Not this time. Okay.
It's not really a bargain. It's a trust exercise. Damn.
Not too bad. Not too bad.
Oops, press the wrong button. So yeah, you got a 17. That is a pass. You have 6 stunt points to spend on a social interaction. So feel free. You also give me a complication point. Huzzah! I like complications.
Hey. All right, social. Let's see. I'm looking through it. We use. I can't. No, that bad cop good cop doesn't make any sense because that's the only person around.
There's another complication because of vampire bites.
Oh, hell yeah.
Thank you, vampire bites.
Jahan, you remember that conversation we had today?
I do remember.
Vampire bites will be happy to hear.
Yeah. We've been thinking about reworking our boon system, or our doom system. Not the boons, the doom specifically. To make them
I like
interesting.
I like this. I'm thinking I think it's patter. And for the fact that the way Max is being kind of, goofy and he's like talking really fast. And with the last point, you said 6 points, right?
Yeah, you have 6.
Okay, the last point will go towards impress.
What do those two do?
Patter goes, your rapid words confuse your target who must succeed a perception empathy roll versus your No. That would not make sense because it's not a deception roll. Never mind. You know what? I'm just gonna put all of this on.
Oh, I have it open now. Okay, here we go.
Let's put 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 points in sway the crowd.
Okay.
And the rest on impressed.
Impress. Gain 1 SP. Gain +1 per SP on your next social thing against them. Okay, that's good. So you spent 2 on impress.
And 4 on sway the crowd. I think that works, right?
Yeah.
Do you think or does make a deal sound better?
Well, so it's an interesting opportunity. Let's make a deal. Your actions turn out to benefit your character you didn't target, who now owes you a favor, however grudgingly. Or what was the other one you wanted?
Sway the crowd.
Sway the crowd.
I'm not entirely sure.
Your words affect one additional person. I'll say you are trying to convince her of your friendliness. Yeah. If you just want to sway the crowd and make her trust you, I'll allow that.
Okay, I'll do that then.
And you'll have +2 on your next interaction with her. Yeah, hell yeah. So she puts a knife away. She'll be like, "Look, I don't want a lot of people involved in this. All right, I'm trying to keep a low profile."
You know what? My friends, they're all about low profiles. That leans in and whispers, I like government agents and stuff like that. That's a secret. Don't tell anybody.
So you call Norman, right?
Yeah.
That's fine. She'll allow.
Yeah.
She does trust you now, and
Uh-huh.
with all the stun points and everything, she will let you make a phone call without freaking out about it. Norman, right when there's like a close up on a phone on the screen, your phone goes off in your pocket.
I do. I jump and answer my phone. I have like the little in helmet phone. So I reach up, I touch my helmet. This is Norman.
Up, Norman. This is Max. Yeah, there's been like an accident or something. Like there's like an explosion at the old shoe factory, and there's some people hurt here, like bad. Like, if you and Virgil could come down and help out, like they won't let me, call an ambulance or anything. So I figured because you guys are like, super agent ninja people, you guys might know some medical training or know people.
Oh, I don't know why that made me laugh so hard.
Let me be clear. There's been an explosion at the old shoe factory, and they won't let you call an ambulance.
Yeah, you got it.
So you want my friends and I to show up and perform medical treatment?
Yeah, dude, you got it. Yeah.
All right, what's the address of the old shoe factory?
All right, it's 147 North Hollybrook Avenue. If you go down the the 310.
It looks like I can get there in 11 minutes.
Cool. Remember, if you go past Holding Street, you went too far.
You hear an engine fire up, and then the line hangs up.
Yeah, I don't know why the old shoe factory made me laugh both times that you guys said it, but it did. I don't know why.
That's how you described it.
Yeah, I know. It's just I wasn't ready for the thing that I described. Apparently, it was funny. So yeah, Norman, you're well, I guess, but whatever.
Yeah, and I'm gonna go down sidewalks and go upstairs and cut in between buildings and stuff too. That's the whole point of riding an awesome motorcycle, is doing cool stuff with it.
Though you'll interrupt a drug deal in an alleyway by like jumping between two people. They're like,
yeah,
"Oh shit!"
I'll just blast one with my shield.
Bonk! Ah!
Keep going.
I was just buying insulin for my kid. He got it from Canada.
You have to buy insulin the legal way, like an American.
Oh boy. So yeah. Our medical system's a nightmare. Yeah, so you do get there. No incident. No one's chasing you. You're not under duress. And you stop a drug deal from happening. It was actually crack, so don't worry.
Good. No one likes crack.
No one likes crack.
Well, a lot of people like crack, but they shouldn't.
Don't do drugs, kids.
Yes.
But yeah, so you get to the suburbs. You see this factory with its windows blown out. The door blown open, and you're looking around. You see the Toyota Corolla parked on the side of the street.
Right at the corner of Laces and Soul.
Camry.
Good one, Penguin.
What Penguin? Oh, it's at the... Yeah, okay. I was wondering where you got that. Mm-hmm. It's funny. Because it seemed like you were... Hi, Jenny. But yeah, so... Yeah, the corner of Laces and Soul, the old shoe factory blown up, Toyota Camry. Are you inside the car, Mr. Kapow, or did you hole up somewhere else?
I'm gonna say Max is still with the. Would it possible for Max to kind of lead the woman back to his car, and they're like he has her kind of like the hoodie in the back seat while he's waiting for Norman?
Yeah, sure. But yes, so you pull up. Oh, Bananas! Hi, Bananas.
Yes, he came here to give me a hug, so I let him stay.
Oh, you good boy.
He is being a good boy.
Fresh Out the podcast has Fresh Out the puppies.
Oh, fresh out the bananas.
But yeah, so you do come up and you see Max in the car with somebody.
Max is gonna kind of wave like, Norman.
I'll pull up right next to you.
All right, Matt's gonna kind of get out the car, like, yeah. So like that, he points at the old shoe factory, blew up, and she's hurt, and some other dude wandered off. I really hope he didn't get like, a concussion or something, because you're not like supposed to be wandering around with a concussion. It's not cool.
Like I
Right,
said, I think I'll be fine.
This seems like the situation which we should call 411 for city code enforcement. Looks like maybe a gas line blew that door wide open and injured these poor people.
She won't comment. She looks kind of away from you.
That's kind of like, so anyway, yeah, like she's hurt. It's kind of pointing around her bleeding abdomen.
Well, what happened to your abdomen, ma'am?
Well, the glass, I imagine.
Ooh, that looks pretty nasty. You might want to get that checked out. Your face looks okay, but a deep puncture to the abdomen.
I just need a med kit.
You know what? I will, I'll ring up one of my squad. I'll have Aries. I'll call Aries, and she can come and attend medically. Why don't you wait here? We'll check out the inside of the building. I'll have a discreet medic of mine on the way briefly.
She gives you a almost angry glare when you say that you're going to go check out the building. But she won't say anything. You'll catch it, though. But she won't say anything. She'll look away eventually.
I'm going to start walking towards the exploded door.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
I'll look over my shoulder, like, if Max is coming with me.
He's gonna look at the lady and goes, all right, so you stay here, and like somebody's gonna be here to help you. I'm just gonna have to look after, Norm, because Norm can't do anything without me.
She'll look you up and down, but like, she'll just kind of like,
I'm gonna make sure you take his keys with him, because just in case.
Oh yeah, no, that's smart. She probably would have stolen your car. Good job. Way to think. Way to make me not do that. All right, so you guys go inside. You no longer have eyes on the woman.
As we're walking towards the door, I'll lean towards Max. Did you notice the way that she looked at us disapprovingly when we said we were going to check out this building?
Yeah, like, honestly, well, like, ever since we've hung out, a lot of women been looking at us like that.
I'm used to being looked at disapprovingly now that you mention it. It seems to be kind of a running theme in my life. And I'll just get lost in thought. I'll just get lost in thought.
I think it's a sword, dude.
No, it can't be the sword.
I mean, the outfit, like...
But yeah, so
I have some Hawaiian shirts I can, loan you.
I'm gonna look you up and down and be like, what do you know about outfits?
What color is your Hawaiian shirt today, Max?
You know what? Let's say we're gonna go with.
That's funny. I was gonna say, is it blue? I like blue. All right. Today feels like a blue. Your outfit's dynamite today, bro. You got what, a Thor shirt on, a Hawaiian shirt, and then a vest. That's pretty baller. Mm-hmm. I got a Zelda shirt on, and that's pretty fun. But yeah, so you guys enter through what? A door, or through the ripped open garage? Or for some reason, a second story window. I don't know.
Definitely through the ripped open garage.
Nice.
Can I say Max's head's gonna, like, before we walk through, Max's head's gonna go whoop, into it.
You can
like,
see.
it's all cool, dude.
Yeah, you see like a loading dock style thing for like an 18-wheeler. It's empty. There's nothing there. That's why the garage door is closed. There's no trailer or anything. So it's just an empty incline and some stairs. And then when you go inside, there's a lot of wreckage in here. You can see that there's like some rain coming in through the ceiling from like a new hole that's there. You see debris on the ground. There were some like boxes and whatnot that looked old to begin with, but they're shattered open. And some of the catwalk upstairs is kind of like ripped up. And then there's a hole in the wall.
What they mean when they said just do it.
Do you think like
it's a pair of sneakers
in here?
It does look that way.
Maybe somebody made a pair of pumps that were just too big.
Or somebody overpumped their pumps.
Oh,
that's
man,
what I'm thinking.
That's really funny.
They just pressed the basketball too many times.
Which one of you wants to do some investigating here? You can either try to do understanding, or you can try to do perceptions. Some perceptions.
I'm down to do some perception.
Okay.
Can I assist with intelligence tactics to kind of see what happened here?
Specifically because of the situation? Yes.
Okay. I'd like to assist him then.
Yeah, go ahead.
And I've rolled a 13 to assist.
Okay.
You got an 18.
With the 13 assisting and the 18 total, you guys are able to... Max, you're kind of... You look... You're drawn to the room, to the hole in the wall that's kind of blown open. And while you're looking at it, you're like, huh, something about this. And Norman, you're like, looks like the epicenter of an explosion. That's what your tactics are telling you, is that this looks like everything's blown out from this point. Mm-hmm. And as you enter into this room through the wall, Mr. Kapow, you'll immediately notice, it doesn't take too high of a perception, there are two people on the ground.
Max can kind of, in those television show where one character kind of elbows silently the other person?
Yeah.
He'll do that moment, and just kind of like, points at those two people.
I'm gonna walk over. I'll put my sword back on my hip and my shield back on my back, and go over and check the vitals of the first person.
The first person is a darker skinned young man in a hoodie, possibly Hispanic. It's hard to tell, but he's about 20 years old. He's younger than the woman that you met. He seems to be dead. As you roll him over, you're not getting a pulse. He's kind of cold. It's hard to tell because you're wet. But when you roll him over, there's a piece of debris just right through the sternum. And then the other person you're checking out is also a younger, a white male, about 25 maybe, if you had to guess. He's a little taller. He's about, laying down it's harder to tell, but he's about 6 foot. And when you take his pulse, it's faint, but it's there.
Max, help this man get back outside.
All right, dude. Max is gonna kind of go over and try to kind of help the person over to the Camry.
As you're on your way over,
I know they said not to call the ambulance, but this is the time to call the ambulance.
As you're on your way over to help this guy up, like he said, since your perception was so high, you kick some debris over because you're like, "What's this?" And you realize you're standing in the middle of a freshly painted circle with some squiggles in it. It looks like someone was tagging the floor.
Kind of bends down and takes two of his fingers, trying to touches the circle. See if basically if the paint's still wet or anything like that, or
paint's still wet. You're looking around. You can see off in the corner a big spot on the wall where a paint can blasted against the wall and exploded. And you're like, huh.
But Norman, I think they were doing some arts and crafts or something.
Well, that makes sense. This is an old shoe factory.
Yeah.
Building shoes is basically arts and crafts.
But yeah, as you help up the other guy, he's gonna start to come to a bit. Oh, what happened? He's gonna look
It's
around.
okay. It's okay.
Malachi,
You
he's going to push off of you, and he's going to pull out a knife. It looks different than the knife the woman had, but it looks very much like a fantasy dagger, kind of. Like it's got that like thin hilt and the braided handle, and it's about yay big. It's a pretty decent knife.
Max raises his hand and go, whoa, 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 whoa. Calm down there, Bilbo Swaggins. All cool, man. It's all cool. Like, you just been blown up. And he's like talking like to, like,
I want to throw my shield to disarm the guy.
Absolutely.
You've
go
been blown up. It's okay.
Go ahead and do a stunt attack for me.
I rolled an 11 with 5 stun points.
Oh, well, in that case, yeah, go ahead and so you absolutely disarm him. Essentially,
yeah. I throw my shield. It buries his gun into the wall, and the shield and the gun are both stuck. In the wall. That's a knife. That's right. That's a knife. The shield and the knife are both stuck in the wall.
Think. Right in the wall. He looks. He's like and then he looks back at you. His hand.
I'm gonna turn my head back down towards the other guy who has the thing stuck in his chest. I'm gonna rip that thing out of his chest and put both my hands on his chest, like put pressure on him. We don't have time for this. We need to save your friend's life. If you want to fight us, wait about 15 minutes.
Give me a bluff check. Because you know full goddamn well that guy's dead. But I just realized that guy doesn't know. That's funny.
14 with 3 stunt points.
14 with 3 stunt points. So, he looks confused. But he's still alive. He's not my friend. And he... So you learn something, at the very least you learn something from your deception. His eyes begin to glow with like a black purplish flame. And he summons a mote of fire to his hand. And he's going to throw it at probably Norman. But it looks kind of like he's trying to hit the guy on the ground. So you're not quite sure who he's aiming for here. Oof. Oh, good thing I didn't roll doubles. Okay, that could have been bad. What's your defense?
My defense is not that high.
Good.
It's an 11.
Okay, cool. I didn't roll that great, but hey, I hit you. So you're gonna take 8 minus your impact armor.
My impact is 5, so I'll take 3.
You'll take 3. As you this burning energy hits you, it kind of skitters across your flak jacket, but some of it like goes into the crevices of it, and you can feel it burn your skin. You're like, fuck, like it hurts.
I imagine it's like a wave of reddish, purplish energy. Are we on the same?
Yeah, it's like purplish, purplish, blackish, and it feels like it's made out of actual pain, which is confusing to your mind.
That's nice.
Yeah. But yeah, so you see some of it hit. It hits you. What do you do?
I probably get blown back and like on my back, but just for effect, not actually prone. I'll get back up, shake it off, look at him, and pull my sword out and run at him.
Max, you do get to react to this. It is technically your action. Okay. It was probably pretty jarring watching that guy throw a fireball.
He's running. Is he running towards Max or?
No, the guy just threw the fireball and is standing there, like finishing that action, and then you see Norman starting to head that way.
Okay. I'm gonna have Max throw. I'm gonna guess there's some debris around, so Max is gonna grab something, and just without thinking, chucking it. We'll let the dice decide what it is.
Yeah, go ahead. Roll yourself a accuracy check here. Okay.
Nice.
That does hit. So you do get 3 stunt points for that. Let's see.
It's got to be a chancla, right?
Okay.
Yeah, it could be a shoe.
He threw a shoe. Who throws a
Who throws
shoe?
a shoe?
Hell yeah.
Let's see. It's not a firearm. General combat could work. You got 3 points. You could do a couple things here. You could. Let's see.
I was gonna say
You have a lot of points to use. Vicious Blow for 2. You do an extra D6, which is pretty good with an improvised weapon.
we'll do that, and then can I also do whatever's handy?
Oh yeah. Immediately arm yourself with anything in your environment for So you find this shoe and you throw it. The vicious blows coming from you didn't realize you were throwing a steel-toed boot. And so all this when it hits you hear the conk. So go ahead and give me 2d6 of damage. And then you arm yourself with a piece of rebar.
He actually throws a steel-toed croc, and one of the pieces of damage is from the steel toe, and the other one is from the embarrassment of getting hit by a croc.
There you go. I wish they made steel-toed crocs. That's all I would ever wear.
What's the man to roll in Roll20 again?
/roll space and then 2d6 would be it. Yeah, there you go. Not bad. 7. Straight up average damage. That's pretty cool. Let me look at this dude, this fella. This dude's already hurt. So you're not sure how much it's actually going to take him down. Not wearing a lot of armor though. So yeah. So you hit him in the head and you draw blood. It's a good hit. He looks like he was on his last legs anyways. Norman.
I would like to knock him out.
Okay.
I want to hit him over the head with my heavy blade.
Yeah.
I rolled a 13.
That's a hit.
And I think it's actually +2 also because of the arm. But non-lethal damage, 12.
So you are about to hit him. You're about to cut him in half. You see the shoe hit him in the head, and you're like, huh, I could probably just knock this guy
out of the head, yeah.
And so you pommel smash him in the face. You break his nose. There's blood everywhere, but he's unconscious, just fully laid out. Well done, everybody. That was exciting.
I was gonna be like, is it over?
Oh no, don't hit him with the sharp end.
I look around. I think so. What the hell were they doing?
Holding the rebar.
I'll now that this threat's knocked out, I'll take a step back and look at this circle on the ground also. Does this look like an intentional circle?
Yes. You could tell. So a little bit of your rolls carrying over from earlier. You could definitely tell this is a deliberate circle, and there is some. I mean, you guys have seen arcane symbols several times, so they look like that. They don't necessarily look like the same ones. They don't look like that style. And you wouldn't be able to tell more than that from your experience, but it does seem like some sort of weird occult business.
I think this is something Virgil's going to want to see.
Max's gonna take out his cell phone and take a picture of it. Click.
Nice. You send it off to Virgil. He's like, "Oh, what? I can't believe I'm not there."
Take a selfie with it with a peace sign. Click.
There's casually there's this dead body
while he's doing that, I'll step further out and take crime scene pictures so that you can get a full a panoramic understanding of the different angles of this and what it means. While he's palling around.
There are a couple of selfies.
Yeah, you can see Max in the background doing selfies across the room.
You hear another motorcycle pull up outside. It sounds like yours. You assume it's Athena.
Yeah, let's head back outside. I'll pick up the dead body.
You pick up the dead body?
Yeah.
What are you doing with the unconscious guy?
I'm gonna look at Max knowingly and then look down at the body.
No.
You want Max to pick it up? And I assume you reclaim the shield. Do you leave the dagger in the wall?
No, that's also when I go to get my shield, the dagger will fall and clatter. I'll pick it up and hold it as if Max could take it if he wants to. Like I'll hold it like this, like I'm looking at it, so Max can come look at it too. And if you want it, you can take it. If not, I'm going to end up giving it to Virgil.
What was that again?
A dagger.
What was he holding?
Like that almost ceremonial-looking dagger that this guy had when we first started fighting him.
Max is gonna like hold up his hand like, got a pocket knife, but I'm good. And he kind of holds up his rebar. But we should probably do something about that, pointing to person that they just down. This is a shoe factory? We decided now. Could Max just like get a bunch of shoelaces, tie them together, and then like, tie the guy's arms behind his back and basically hog tie him? Shoelaces.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Go ahead, give me a dexterity. Yeah, dexterity. See how hard it is for him to escape. For no reason in particular.
We'll go with the first one because I think there was a delay.
Oh. What was the first one? Let's see. Oh, 15. That's not bad.
50.
Both of them were 6s. That's funny. I guess dice don't lie. That's a lot of complication real quick. So yeah, 15 rope DC. I'll make a note. Hell yeah. So while you're tying him up, it doesn't take you too long, but you hear, "What the fuck?" And you hear a shotgun blast come from outside.
Dude, what the heck?
I'll keep walking with the body.
Okay.
That sounded like a thing in his shotgun, so things should be fine. I didn't hear it fire again.
Max is gonna kind of trail behind Norman, like he's holding up that rebar. It's basically like say Norman's Fred and Max's Shaggy holding a rebar. It's like, oh.
I'm gonna look back at you, this body over my shoulder. I'm gonna look back. There was only one gunshot. That means she's fine or dead, and she's not dead.
Vampire Bites is doing something.
I'm more concerned with whatever else is in here that heard.
I need to roll a d6 real quick.
Oh no, okay. Vampire Bites.
He triggered a complication roll.
Oh no.
It's funny. Yeah. So do you go outside is the real question.
Yeah, I do.
With the dead body? Gary, you got booned.
Yes, thank you. And yes, with the dead body.
So as you walk out, you see the shotgun laying in the street. You see Athena on her back, unconscious. Mr. Kapow, you've also been booned. Thank you, Vampire.
Oh, thank you.
Vampire giveth and Vampire taketh away.
That's right. I'll double time it over there. But I will look both ways before I cross the parking lot.
While Norman's doing that, Max is gonna be kind of like taking a slower approach and kind of taking in the surroundings.
Interesting. Give me a perceptibles again, sir. There's a chance. There's a chance here. Okay, it's not terrible. You catch movement down the street like 2 blocks, running around the corner. You don't get specifics, but you do see like a person or something, or roughly that size, heading around the corner.
Max is gonna kind of look over to Norman and go, "Yo, Norman! Dude!" He kind of just points in that direction.
You don't see anything, Norman.
I'll go to comms and we have an operative down. We have an agent down at this address. Send immediate backup. We also have 2 that we need, one for emergency medical advice and 1 detained. I'll open Max's trunk, throw the 2 guys in the back of the trunk, throw Ares in the back seat.
So you do check on her. She is alive, but it's weird. She feels like her skin feels weird. And when you pinch it, it like stays pinched. Like she's like it's like she's really dehydrated or something. It's weird.
I'm gonna throw her in the back seat.
Is the woman that we left in the back seat still there?
No.
Oh, dude, where'd that lady go?
Grab that bike, Max. I'll toss you Aries keys.
Nice.
Max takes it like, all right.
I'll catch up.
Well, I did ride my little brother's.
Go.
All right.
While he's talking, I'm gonna kick the kickstand out. So oh shit!
Yeah, go ahead and give me a drivey boy check here.
This is gonna not brother actually, cousin. I want to make that clear, cousin, not brother. Hey.
Okay, yeah, hell yeah. That's a good roll. So this is a chase. So you can use chase stunts because you have stunt points.
All right.
They have a head start, but yeah.
All right, let's go with trying to decide. Let's go with interference. A character of your choice suffers a -2 penalty on their next chase test, and that would be the person we're chasing.
Interesting.
Does that work?
Yeah, absolutely. So it's going to be kind of like when you see them or whatever, and it becomes more pertinent, they'll stumble or something. Or like there'll be a cabbage cart, something to that effect. My cabbages! Oh! Burr. You corner like a champ on this bike, like you were born to it. What are you doing, Norman?
Now that everybody's in the thing and Max is, a block or two ahead, I'll jump on my bike and gun it. But I'm not going to follow him directly. I'm going to do things that are, how do I say, more reckless. Like I'm going to crash into stuff because I'm big and heavy and I have a shield. So I'm going to take a different way. I'm going to try to take a faster, more dangerous way to cut them off.
Okay, give me that right check. Yours will be harder.
Not the Camry.
This is exactly the ride check I wanted. This is where I'd like to spend some conviction, methinks.
How much conviction you got?
I have 4.
Okay. If you're cool spending all of it, I'll let you succeed.
I'll spend it all.
Okay. I feel like depriving you of a resource is worth, even though it technically doesn't pass. Yeah.
On the first street. Either.
Nah, man, you're gonna. You jump off of the back of a flatbed and you're on top of a building. And you're like.
I almost hit the front of a trash truck, but I put up my shield and it hits me and it slides me. Yeah, I slide instead, and that's where I almost got run over and killed.
Absolutely. So you're like, and while you're in the air, I think that's a good place to take our break.
Ooh, man.
So thank you, everyone.
Quickly, I want to point out Max is riding that motorcycle. Not like like a cool motorcycle. He's kind of riding it like you would a Vespa.
You're like completely upright, but somehow you're cornering like a beast. It's really funny. But yeah, so on that funny note, thank you so much for watching, everybody. We appreciate your interaction and you being here, and we'll be back very soon. So stay tuned. Hey, welcome back to our Modern Age Threefold game. We're in the middle of a motorcycle chase.
That's it, and then he coughs. That's the Game Master. That's at Rockfact. That's
me. I'm
Jahananan.
Jahananan, the Game Master.
Yeah, he's your weekly Game Master 2 or 3 times a week. He's also on a podcast called Fresh Out the Podcast, where he talks about movies and video games and all sorts of stuff that's coming out that's cool. I know that because I'm Casualty CDG, and I'm the co-host on both this show and that show. On this show, I'm playing Corporal Norm, who is not at all based on a Mighty Max character. Is he, Mr. Kapow?
No, not at all. Like, my character isn't based on a certain hat-wearing Mighty One himself. But yeah, I'm Michael Pow, and you can find me all over the internet on my social medias, which is at Mr. Kapow. That's MrKapao. Or you can find me on my Facebook, which is facebook.com/Michael Pow Does Stuff, because I do a lot of stuff like my YouTube channel, Fantastic Tales of Adventure.
Hell yeah. No, definitely check out the stuff. Their Pathfinder game is really fun, but Mr. Kapow's in a lot of stuff. Mr. Kapow and Gary, you have both been booned. I know Gary really needed that. So
I did. I'm out of tasty points.
Thanks, Vampire. Vampire always watching, always booning. But yeah, so Gary, you hit the ramp. You barely avoid crashing into a trash bin. You are take to the roofs to try and cut this person off.
Yeah.
You come around the corner, Mr. Kapow, and you see somebody up ahead turn into an alleyway.
Are they like on foot or also
They're
on
on foot.
Okay. All right. Oh, and also I have a question about actually stunt point stuff. Actually, I just realized. Yeah. Next time I have a stunt points, the possible take different stunts from different tables.
Yeah, you can if you can justify why. Like if you're on your motorcycle during a chase and you want to use a grapple stunt because you're pretty close, yeah, stuff like that. If you can make sense, then it's fine.
Yeah, I was gonna say because I might want to down the road use chase stunts and anti-vehicle stunts.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you could definitely use anti-vehicle stunts during a chase too. Absolutely.
Anyway,
it is pretty flexible.
Max is going to follow the person down the alley.
So you rolled really well. You're right on him, and you see
Max is like you walk on a speeder bike.
Yeah. You see you see that they are it's the woman that was from the back of your car. You have her kind of cornered in an alleyway. There's a chain link fence with like that netting on it that covers up the chain links behind her. But she's gonna take one look at you. She's gonna try and hop the fence.
Lady, like you're hurt. Like what's going on?
She does not look hurt anymore.
We found some of your friends back there, and one of them tried to, pull a shank on me.
As she looks at you, you can see some of that like black purple energy play around her eyes. But then she tries to jump off the wall. She has a disadvantage here because of your earlier interference stunt that you used on her. So she tries to hop up on the fence. She gets stuck on the top of the fence, almost comically. She's like, ah, shit. But she is on the other side, like stuck on her jacket. Norm.
Sorry.
Oh no, you're good. What do you want to say? Go ahead.
I was just gonna kind of just like he stopped there. He just kind of looks up like, like you need any help? He looks back and goes, Norm, we're here.
Norm, you're gonna give me one last roll here to dismount the roof.
Yeah, what I would like to do is ride this motorcycle down the fire escape and then turn, and then ride it down the fire escape and then turn, and then all the way down. And so if I fail this, I'll just eat it at some point.
You made me do whatever the hell that laugh is just now. Go ahead, yeah, give me a drive check.
I rolled a 9.
You go halfway down, and then you go down the next step. Your bike gets like stuck. You're like, fuck. And she's like looking up because like you can see her, like you would have cut her off completely, going down this, but you just roll too bad, unfortunately. And she's like looking at you, and then like trying to look back at Mr. Kapow, and she's going to like slip out of her jacket and like start running.
Damn.
Norm! Over here!
You're technically right above her still, Gary. She's like running past the fire escape right now, and it's not like you're not stuck.
Yeah, you give me the option to Dragoon right now.
Yeah, you can try the Dragoon.
Because I will jump right off this building.
Anytime someone wants to jump off a building for a cool thing, I'm all there for it.
You know that this character is almost built to jump off roofs.
Yeah. It's,
all right, what do you need from me?
Athletics.
Athletics. You want to call that fighting or strength?
I would say strength or dex. Either one.
Let's go with strength for me. I've rolled a 14 with 3 stunt points.
Whatcha? Yeah, go ahead.
Boom.
Get down with your bad self.
I will do the grappling stunt takedown.
Okay. Yeah, see? Boom. You can use the grapple stunt in the chase. We just talked about this. So yeah, you just Mr. Krell's like, Norm! She's over there! And then you just see Norm fall from a skyscraper and just take this lady out. You're like, oh! You hit her like a wet sack of potatoes. And you guys are just on the ground in the rain.
I like imagining... Go ahead.
I was going to say, would you mind letting me take just a little bit of creative narrative just for a second here?
Sure.
Max is going to be like, okay, and just walk over to the side and opens the fence door right there.
There's a fence door. Yeah, you just open it. It's like, I'm fine with it for the funny.
Like, there's a door like right here.
But yeah, she's like, let go of me. She's like struggling.
No. Simply no.
She seems very frustrated, but she'll sort of like lay there.
Your friend, like that pulled a shank, like tried pulling a Super Mario Brothers with the fire flower earlier.
Which one? The tall one or the one in the hoodie?
That's enough questions from you.
What do you want? I just want to be left alone.
We'll figure out what we want when you get you to a safe destination.
No, that's going to take too long. Now that you're up close, Mr. Kapow, she doesn't have any cuts on her anymore. She doesn't look hurt at all. She looks fine.
Oh. You know what? You got really good platelets.
For starters,
she glares at you.
What was that symbol on the floor?
Give me a check. Communication, intimidation, or investigation of some kind. Some sort of communicate here, depending on which way you want to go.
I have communication leadership. Would you let me use that or nah?
Not really trying to. Well, because of stuff that you don't know about, I'll allow it.
I was wondering if it'd be possible
I rolled an
aid Norman.
Yeah, you can aid Norman. Yeah. Actually, if you want to, for your aid action, you can just say, hey, like, we're trying to help you. And you can just let Norman use your +2 on your next social interaction on this girl that's still floating there.
Yeah. Yeah, sure. We'll go with that then.
So you're like, we're trying to help you. And no, you don't need to roll. I'll just allow it to float over to Norman.
Cool.
Okay, I'm going to use... Yeah, I'm going to try this, Jahan. And so I rolled a 19 with 5 stunt points.
Okay.
And I'd like to use my 5 stunt points on membership reputation. And I'm just going to say something, and you can respond if you think it's a thing. Or you can try to help me. I'm using name dropping. Your action blatantly displays your affiliation with someone whose membership rank is higher than yours in an organization to which you belong. So I'm going to let this person know, you may not know who we are, but we're working for Director Whitehall. So we're going to need to know everything about what those symbols are, what they mean, and how to close these gates.
What he said, and I work for Threefold Pizza.
But you're an independent contractor.
So the name, you will get a clue here. The name doesn't seem to ring a bell with her.
Okay.
Which is interesting, because she does seem to be some differently abled person here. Wait, does that mean disabled? She has powers. Okay.
If she knows who that is and disapproves, it worsens their attitude towards me by 1.
She does not. That does not happen.
Okay.
So that's good. That's a good thing. She doesn't recognize the name, but you do get across the point that you are, you know, important people, and maybe you can help.
I think I'll say that we work with Section also.
Section. She. It's not that she recognizes it, but it does raise questions in her mind. And you can see her working out. Section. Is that what they call it here? She'll say.
And can I roll bargaining, because I want to be like, hey, you know what? This could go a lot smoother if you just work with us. Seriously, this is just causing more trouble and drama than it's worth.
Yeah, if you want to, I'll allow it. You might be able to get something out of here. Ooh, yeah, not bad. So she'll look at you. She doesn't have any hard feelings towards Max. Max already ingratiated himself, and now she's just kind of gonna sit there and be like, "Can you just uncuff me, and we'll talk out of the rain." I'm done running, she'll say, and she seems sincere.
Okay.
You guys uncuff her, and you'll head in to, like, you're underneath a tin roof, and you can hear that.
I'm just gonna open a back door to a place.
Yeah, that's fine. You'll open up, like, the fire escape door. No alarm or anything, to some apartment building that you're in between. You'll see some people, like one guy, like, looks at you guys, and then he opens up his apartment and goes inside. It has that, like, old carpet smell in here. But you guys are just hanging out in the hallway.
Still soaking wet.
Yeah. So you work for Section, you said?
Threefold Pizza.
And
We investigate gates that lead to other realms.
She does
and the
recognize that.
And the things that come through those gates.
And deliver pizza.
We came here as well to find something. It had been dormant for so long, but something happened. Something awakened. We could sense it even in our world. We were compelled to come here. I wanted to destroy it. But apparently, my brother and his friend wanted to use it. They killed my friend, Adrian, the one in the hoodie, and then, well, we had it out. There was an explosion, and we both ran away from each other.
When you say you had it out, did you have magic powers before?
She'll kind of chuckle. She's like, I suppose so.
Was that dude that ran off earlier?
You saw him?
When I first got here? Yeah, some dude was like running off, and he looked pretty banged up as well.
Yeah. He would be. I mean, we both got hurt in that explosion.
And what of the tall, skinny man? How does he fit in?
He sided with my brother.
Well, he seems to be a real jerk.
Damn, he's still alive?
Barely.
Tied up in my trunk.
She'll look kind of startled at that. Are you sure? We don't need. We don't need them finding each other.
Totally use one of those sailor knots, and then I double tied it.
While he's explaining this to her, I'll step away and radio into my squad and see if they've made it yet to check on Ares.
Just describing how he tied the knots and everything.
Yeah, you're making it worse for her. She's like, oh no, he doesn't know how to tie knots. But you are describing it right, but she's not buying it. You look down at your radio. It doesn't seem to be working. It looks like during your confrontation earlier, it might have taken some damage.
I'm gonna go knock on the guy's door who I saw go into his apartment.
So before he does that, Max is gonna be like, dude, if you need service, Max pulls out his cell phone, like, my phone.
His phone does have bars.
Thanks. Mine's soaked. I'll take your phone.
Okay.
I'll call the office, as it were. Is there a line for Whitehall's office?
Yeah, absolutely.
The Shield number?
Absolutely. Damn.
Max.
I forget that guy's name. The receptionist. The dumpy receptionist you guys have. Yeah, your guys' receptionist is like, yeah, section. He's like, you can hear him breathing heavy.
That's right. This is Corporal Norman.
Yeah.
Norm.
Section. Yeah, how can I help you?
Yes, could you connect me with Whitehall, please?
Norm, is that you?
Yes, could you connect me with Whitehall, please?
Did you say Whitehall?
Yes, could you connect me with Whitehall, please?
Yeah. You want me to connect you?
Yes, please.
He connects you. He connects you with Whitehall. So you get transferred. Yes, I'm busy. What is it?
I'm calling to check on that emergency evac.
Emergency evac?
Yes. Ares is down. We have an agent down and we have 2 people detained. I called it in about 8 minutes ago before the pursuit.
No, we didn't hear anything about that. It must not have gone through. I'm sorry. We're dealing with some stuff over here right now.
Emergency evac. Priority 1.
Priority 1. I can send you somebody, but a lot of your team's out right now dealing with responding to some call about the woman.
What woman?
The woman with the sword. What'd you guys say her name was? Maxine?
Yes, and we stumbled on something else now.
Crap. Alright, I'll send somebody.
Look at Max. Your evil twin is back. And I'll toss you your phone.
Max and Maxine.
The time I was describing how he tied the knot. And
she's just staring at you. I should probably go check on him. But yeah.
Good news is... Oh, there's no good news. There was no evac team, and we're not so sure he's still in the trunk.
Yeah, no one ever responded to your call earlier. Your radio was out since you got hit by that fireball. Who do you want? I'll send whichever one of your team you want.
Let me see who I think would be best for the job. You know who doesn't get a lot of screen time is Palas. He's got an assault rifle.
He was one of the ones that was handling the stone.
Correct.
All right. Paulus is on his way with a extraction vehicle to help you guys.
Yeah,
you'll get a text from him. I'll be like, on my way.
All right, so now he's got new notes. He's a male and he's the vehicle driver of the crew.
Okay. I'm going to take it one step further. I'm going to make him Hispanic.
There you go.
This is what creation and play looks like, guys. Hell yeah. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. All right. So, while that's going on, she'll be like, I really think we should go check on your friend. I hope I wasn't too hard on her. She's not the kind to hold a grudge, is she?
There couldn't have been a worse one of my squad for you to get into a fight.
Ah, crap.
It's alright, she likes dark chocolates and caramels. I suggest you stock up at the store before she wakes up.
If only we had the time. Let's get back. She'll, nod, urgently. Let's check on, make sure he's still tied up. Do you guys go back? Or...
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, you guys head back out into the rain. You ride your bikes back. She'll ride on the back of Max's. And you guys will roll up to the vehicle. Just as that guy is like getting out of the trunk with his hands still tied. And he looks at you, he's like, oh crap.
I'm gonna walk up to him and just fucking slug him. Just right in the jaw, slug him, and just shove him back in the trunk.
He's unconscious in the trunk
Right in
again.
the mush. Right in the mush.
She's like, I guess you were right. His hands were still tied. Good job. Ares is coming too at this point. She'll come out of the back of the car. Oh, God. It'd be like... she's going to, like... Sees her shotgun. She's going to pick it up. And she's going to clear it. And then she's going to look at the woman you're with. And point the shotgun, like, put her right in her face. Be like, you bitch! like right here. Does anyone stop her? Okay.
Max is going to be like, whoa. We're cool now. We cool.
I'll take orders from you.
It's true. They have some pertinent information.
She just flicks her eyes over to Norman, and like she looks furious.
If they didn't have information pertinent to this case, I would let you exact swift justice. I think they can be useful for now.
She puts her shotgun down. She pulls out a stress ball and just starts working it.
You know, they say that's a healthy way to deal with frustration and anger.
10, 9, 8. And she starts counting. She's been going to anger management.
Should we, go back? No.
We need to find where my brother's going before he finds what we came to destroy.
And what did you come to destroy?
She'll sigh, but she does. You guys have done a lot of the groundwork to both of you have made her trust you with some pretty good rolls. She'll step under a nearby awning to the laundromat, and she'll pull out an old looking piece of paper. She has it in a leather tube, D&D style all the way.
Max is going to make a quick going. Seriously, my trunk is only so big. I'm not even sure we could fit another body in there.
What body do you want to put in there?
I don't know, your brothers or something?
Oh. Well, I'd really rather not kill him if I didn't have to.
We can put him on the roof.
Okay. Well, hopefully, you said your friend's coming with a van, right? So I think we'll be okay. But yeah, she pulls a piece of parchment, literal parchment, out of a tube, and she shows you guys. It's got some writing on it and a language you don't understand, but she shows it to you like you should. See, this is the artifact. It was lost to our order long ago, but something has activated it. And we've come looking. We tracked it to this world. And she does say world.
I'm sorry our archivist isn't here. I don't know what this says. Can you tell me what I'm looking at? What is this
she looks at you, and then you'll see her look inside the laundromat at something written down. She's like, oh, okay, interesting. You have a different... All right. She'll put it away. But yeah, there is a picture on it, though. It's of a... It looks it's a stone cross. One of those crosses that has the circle around the top part. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. The Celtic cross.
Is that a Celtic cross? Yeah, it's a Celtic cross made out of stone. And inside it has inlaid obsidian gems.
Max, do you recognize this?
Does this cross look like any of the carvings that were on the gateways that we've dealt with before?
No, this seems to be something different.
Is it something that's local knowledge that his character might have seen or delivered to or anything, or is it something more hidden than that?
So it you could if you had like a good like history check, but it would have to be really. It's very niche. I feel like if honestly, if Virgil was here, he could probably use his like cryptid mysteries. You know, it's one of those ancient aliens bullshits. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Whenever she was showing us that scroll, could we have snapped a picture and sent it to Virgil?
That's fine.
I was gonna say that.
Same page. Mr. Kapow, we'll say Max is already doing that. I'm gonna send this to Virgil.
This looks like a Virgil thing.
Couldn't agree more.
He'll be like, "Yeah, I'll see what I can dig up." But she'll read off some of the scroll to you guys. It's somewhere where the dead lie. Where do you keep your dead?
Cemetery, most likely.
Okay. That's not too weird. Is there one around here? It is nearby. That's what our spell discerned. And that's when the double cross happened. Anyone got some rolling papyrus?
Well, there's the city of Santa Monica Woodlawn Cemetery.
How far is it?
Let's see. It's supposed to be low. Let's see. It's at 1847 14th Street, I think. Delivered a pizza there to the funeral home. I remember. Is it nearby? I can only pay out for so much.
So, Aries will like put her ball down, and be like, and she'll like pull it up on her Palm Pilot thing, her smartphone. That's what they're called. And she'll like Google Maps it. She'll be like, "Is this it?" And she'll show. And be like, "No, that's too far. It's something closer." But there are no. What's that?
The one alongside Pico Boulevard. This is actually an actual cemetery.
No, I figured you were looking up a real one. Yeah, she's like, "No, that's too far. It's probably not even an operational graveyard anymore. It's probably been there a long time." Is there anything like that? Like an old cemetery?
Well, the Hollywood Forever Cemetery is pretty old.
It would be within 10 miles of radius. That's as far as the spell goes. You know what? She'll say something weird. She'll use kilometers just to be strange.
All right, somebody hand me one of their phones. I'll just take someone's if I don't get handed one.
Yeah, that's fine. So it's gonna be like if you want to put in these criteria.
I'm just gonna zoom out on the map within the area and see where there's a big, like, an overgrown, lush, forgotten place.
So you're using perception then. Yeah, go ahead. Bird's eye view. Yeah.
I'm gonna. Yes, it's exactly right. Can I roll that as tactics as well?
I don't feel like that's tactics.
The argument or the debate is that it's an overhead map, and I'm trying to deduce it like a battlefield scenario. If you don't know where you're going,
that is kind of fair. Tactics is kind of like know your battleground. Yeah, go ahead.
Yep, it's an old forgotten place, and so that's really what I'm looking for. I rolled a 12.
It's not terrible.
That's terrible.
You do see, so there's like a park here. There is, and that's not it. But then you do see like an old statuary garden. Yeah.
That looks like it'd be hidden. Looks like it'd be hidden here.
Max, you've never delivered there. But you have heard of it. You thought about going there maybe on like like for fun. But you hear it's haunted, Max.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's on the Santa Monica subreddit as a haunted place to go for kids.
Yeah, you probably heard of it, Max.
Oh yeah, dude. Like, I kind of know that place. I never delivered there before, but my one of my buddy's girlfriend, she runs like the haunted tours of Santa Monica, and that's on her route. Talks about it all the time. You should check out her blog. It's I think it's called the Spooky Pixie.
I'll elbow Aries and be like, "You're always looking for something to do in new towns."
She'll look at the other, like the two people that aren't part of the squad, and she'll be like, "Not here." Like, kind of like she doesn't want to show any personality around regular people. She like looks bad.
My friend's girlfriend, really cool person, and gives some really awesome tours. Like she knows her haunted paranormal stuff.
No, that's cool. What'd you say her name was? You said something Pixie.
I think her thing is called a spooky pixie or something like that.
Oh, this is a real thing.
Yeah. Well, not the blog, but she does do haunted tours. But her
And this
haunted
is in
tours
Santa
actually-
Monica.
No, L.A. She does L.A.
Okay.
haunted tours.
No, I'm gonna use this. I like it. No, this is dope. No, that's some flavor. That's some good flavor. I like it. So yeah, you help find out some stuff about this place from Spooky Pixie. It is a haunted location. Some people say that it was built on top of an old burial ground, so that's very fun. Possibly Civil War era. There might have been an old Spanish mission here once upon a time. Lots of stories. But yeah, so you guys head on. It's not far, like she said. Like this woman said. Who you don't know her name yet. She'll introduce
By the
herself.
way,
Screw it. Yeah.
What's your name? I'm Max, and that's Norman.
She'll offer her hand. I'm Morgan.
Shakes her hand.
Nice to meet you.
I'm Corporal Norman, and this is my subordinate, Agent Aries.
Aries shoots just daggers at her. If I see your hands glow again, I won't hesitate.
They come from a different place, Agent Aries.
Maybe that's how they say hello there.
This planet's not their home.
Aries like doesn't look happy about that at all. That doesn't help. She's like more distrusting now, but hey, she'll listen to you. She is pretty loyal and obedient. She's a bit of a loose cannon. We will head to this statuary place. So you guys pull up in a combination of motorcycles and Toyotas. You park them in front. So you're parking them on the street. There's like a statue like right by the road next to like an unused cracked driveway leading up into what probably used to be a walking path into an overgrown series of statues. And they all look like angels, and they're doing this. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, there are a bunch of statues there.
Is it just me, or is this place designed to be spooky?
Well, it is on a haunted tour.
I'll say one of them is absolutely a crying angel, just for the flavor.
I'll stop and turn and look at that one and be like, come on. Just elbow Max and look at it. Come on.
I mean, maybe that's where they got the idea for that show with the, doctor dude.
I'll turn and start walking in. I didn't know you watched British comedies.
What did, sometimes late at night, nothing on, starts channel surfing.
It seems we have more in common than I thought. Is there like a tomb door at the end of this that we get to? Or
So you guys can't see into it. It's like there's a bunch of statues up ahead, and then like one of those like wooden trellises going across some stone walls. All of it's overgrown. So as soon as you go like in, you're in an overgrown stone statue labyrinth situation.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, now we just need to figure out where to go.
Could I have Max reach into his fanny pack and pull out a chunk of chalk and just
fine.
start marking their trail? And if anybody looks at him, Max is just gonna saw it in a movie.
Morgan seems to approve.
You know you could just put chalk on the corners and you wouldn't waste all your chalk.
Oh. All right. And it starts doing that now.
But yeah, so you guys enter in. So you're walking around. It's kind of tense. It's kind of tight in here. There's lots of roots and stuff that you're stumbling over. And all of these things look like people. So it's kind of scary. And it is raining still, and it's seeping through what cover there is. But eventually, yeah.
I'll go ahead and take my sword and shield out. It's getting about spooky time.
You do notice that someone has recently come through here. You see some ripped apart spider webs, some broken branches. Looks like somebody forced their way through at one point, and you're like, oh, that must be the way to go.
I'll whistle, do like a light whistle, and get everybody's attention and form up at the cut through plants.
At this point, you guys are going through. You hear as like a black lightning bolt strikes the ground up ahead. Chunks of stone go flying. You can't see the point of impact. You just hear it.
I think we're late.
Oh no. Morgan starts looking around. Like around her. She starts looking backwards. Like, yeah, I think you're right.
Is it too late to destroy it?
I was wondering, can Max hide,
you can
stealth?
Yeah,
basically?
good. If you stealth the second the lightning hits, that's really funny. Go for it.
That's what Max is. He's gonna basically pull a Shaggy and Scooby Doo, zoinks.
Yeah, hit me with that stealth. It's not bad. You have 4 stunt points. Do with them what you will. You are fucking hidden though. Max is gone.
Probably something in the general exploration, I would think.
Yeah, you can do general exploration probably. That's usually non-combat encounters. Oftentimes are that.
Or infiltration.
As Max disappears, Norman, you look around. You look at Morgan. You don't see Max anymore. And you see Ares pointing her shotgun at the ground. At some cobblestones. And you're like, what the fuck? And you see these stones moving like this. And you can hear them moving. And then you see a hand breach the surface. As a very old, almost completely skeletalized body just pulls itself out of the ground.
I'll look at Morgan. Tell me it's not too late to destroy whatever brought these things back to life.
If you destroy it, they'll go back.
I'll scramble up and start running down the tunnel then.
You start running down the tunnel. You're gonna at some point. You do get you can see, the guy that was described to you earlier. He's about 6 foot, black, about 30, maybe 35 at most. Wearing a trench coat. He looks like he's still kind of a little hurt from the explosion. But there are hands coming out of the ground between you and him. He'll look back at you. You're too late. And he'll laugh.
You're too weak. I'll square up and start walking now that I see him.
We're gonna roll some initiatives here.
All right, really quick, I'm gonna let you know what the stunts for that stealth.
Yeah.
I'm putting 2 points into Just a Shadow, which is gain 1 per SP spent during your next test during this encounter, as long as you remain unnoticed. 1 point in Good Instincts. I can make a perception test with the same target number as the test you made to learn the most likely immediate consequence to the action that I just performed. And my last point will be going to take cover. You can find cover in your immediate vicinity. Gain cover rating equal to the SP spent up to a maximum of rating of nearby available.
Okay. Oh yeah, those are some good stunts. So yeah, you get +1 SP. How many did you spend on just a shadow?
2.
2. Okay.
So do I roll my perception now?
Yeah, go ahead. Nice. So that's pretty good. So you are going to know, and you're asking for what is the side effect of you hiding?
It says, let's see, make a perception test with the same TN as the test you just made to learn the most likely immediate consequence to the action that I just performed, which is hiding.
Yeah.
I guess.
So you can tell, essentially, it's kind of weird with a stealth check, but in this case, you do tell you are hidden. Like, usually you're not sure. Usually you don't know if you did hide well. This time, you're hidden as fuck. Like, you're invisible. You are the knight. And you could tell, like, one of them walks right past you. So it worked on these things as well. So you kind of had that peace of mind. Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, roll some initiatives. And then
I did the thing.
Oh, Gary got a 14. It's pretty good.
Okay, this is going to be my initiative, which is... Oh, yeah.
Max, what are you doing?
What can I hold my action? Basically,
Yeah.
instead of I'll react to anything that's aggressive that happens to the party or myself.
Absolutely. I'll say, so because of the combination of your roles, right now I'm going to say you are where you say you are when you say you are in this encounter. Like, when you pop out, you're popping out wherever. You can help Norman, you can help Ares or Morgan, it doesn't matter. You're in flux, essentially, which is cool.
So, those 6 stunt points, right?
Yeah, I don't know what you can do with them with that, but yeah, you can probably spend them if you want.
Cool.
I mean, screw it. You can just use them on your first roll, whatever.
I think that's what I'm going to end up doing.
Yeah, whatever you roll on your next thing, you can use 6 stunt points. That's fine. I'm not going to let them go in the trash. Norm.
What about my 4?
Yeah, you can keep your 4 too.
Hey,
like
that's
it.
Great. I love it.
So there's 4 like corpses in front of you, and this guy who is holding the stone cross.
Yeah, that is my target.
Interesting.
I'm just going to run straight through the 4 skeletons. I'm going to spend this entire turn trying to get to the guy.
Okay. You give me a check to get through them, because they are physically in your way.
I'm going to give you a strength break check to break through these things that are made of bone.
Perfectly fine.
And I have rolled a 21 with 6 stunt points.
All right, let me know what you're doing with your 10 stunt points.
Okay, 10. Oh, the shit, that's right.
You can use this counts. I mean, you technically attacked, so you could like do lightning attacks and attack a bunch of people. You can make those attacks super lethal. You're kind of about to go into God mode for a second here. So
yeah, I really want to get to the guy. That's what I really want to do.
If you want to dump 10 and just say you get to the guy, it's hard for me to argue. 10 stunt points is a lot. So
yeah, I'm going to dump 10 and get to the guy.
So you're going to...
and those stunt points were for break, so I'm not just running through. I'm grabbing these things as they're coming out of the ground and shattering arms, smash them against a wall with my shield. They're just bone fragments going
everywhere. We'll say you just run through a bone explosion, and you get to this guy. What do you do when you get to him?
I'm going to stab him.
That's fine. I'm okay with this series of events.
All right, thank you.
Hey, you rolled good.
I rolled a 14 to stab him.
Let me check.
And I do have one conviction that I'm willing to spend.
You did hit him.
Okay. And my damage is going to be 9 damage altogether.
9 damage altogether. He is not wearing any armor. Oh, no, he has 1. No, he has 0. Okay, he has 0 impact. Oh, this is... What kind of damage does your sword do?
Yeah, it'll be swords or impact.
Their impact. Okay. Yeah. So 0 impact armor. So he takes this amount, which you will not be privy to. Nice. You made it to him in 1 turn and stabbed him. That's pretty cool. Max, you could see potentially Ares and Morgan are going to be fighting these abominations. I will see how that goes.
Are they? I know this is kind of a gross question, and I may not even want to know the answer. Are they more skeletal or more corpsey?
They are mostly corpsey. They look almost completely mummified. They've been in the ground a long time.
So they're like the Draugr from Elder Scrolls.
Kind of, but the rain's kind of rehydrating them, and it smells bad.
Oh yeah, no, that's true.
It's pretty gross.
That's for sure.
It's icky, Gary.
Yeah, it is.
So shotgun blast. There's a cool guy outside.
Yeah, I heard that.
But yeah, I'm gonna. She's gonna shotgun blast one of these things. What does shotgun do? Shotgun does stuff.
Actually, before he does that,
yeah, you can go.
I think I'm gonna use this as I'm putting 3 points into when a plan comes together, and I'm not sure how I'm gonna do this, but I revealed that this test was part of your plan all along, granting a bonus equal to SP spent on one ally's next test during the same encounter to accomplish the same goal. So I have to make this before the ally roll, so I'm gonna basically boost Ares with this. Also, this, I'm not sure how to use this, but I just want to get something out of it.
Yeah.
3 points into pay dirt. In the course of your endeavor, you win a bet, happen across a conveniently abandoned briefcase of cash, or discover something valuable that you could pawn off to make a buck. Temporarily gain +1 resource per SP spent. This increase lasts until the next fail a resource test.
Nice. No, that's a good one. So you're gonna emerge from the shadows, and you kind of like tabletop this undead creature. You get behind it, and Ares shoots it in the face, and it like flies over you, which will do increased damage. So instead of it not being dead, its head like cracks on the ground. Nothing comes out because it's a skeleton, but it does crack open. So it does turn into a kill. This thing's down. There are several others around you at this point. But that was the most immediate threat. Morgan is going to throw a mote of dark energy at one of them, generating some stunt points. That's cool. Does she have cool stunts? She does have cool stunts. I like her stunts, man. I can't do that one. What?
There's some power stunts.
Yeah, there are power stunts. Power stunts are really cool. I love power stunts. Oh, yeah, she could do something like super dope. Robert's always doing these. It's my turn. Okay, yeah, mighty power. She's gonna blast one of these things. Do an extra D6. Yep. That turned it into a kill too. So nice. These two ladies, boom, boom, they're just blasting these undead, no issue. Norman, you're surrounded now. You blew past all these skeletons. The ones that you didn't blow through come up behind you, and there are still a couple more emerging on this turn. This guy, you stab him, he steps back. He's still holding the cross. He's like, you can't stop it. It's too late. I am in control now. And he's going to, very similarly, draw energy to him and release a bolt of power in your face. What's your defense?
My defense is an 11.
It's a hit. But he does not generate stun points. Luckily for you. Look at his little damage chart here. +1. Wow. It's still a good amount. Take your impact away from 10.
Oh, that's me 5 damage.
It's still 5, yeah. So this same energy washes over you, and it just feels like pure pain. But this one's tinged with more anger. You can feel the anger.
I'm starting to like the feel of that. Give me one more, and it's going to make me feel better, I swear.
And then one of these things is going to come up and try to grab you behind you. This one, maybe not. Maybe not. Let me look at this boy. Yeah, look at that. Did not get you. He's like, and he like kind of gets caught up in the blast a little bit, and then you're like pulling your sword back anyways, and you kind of elbow him in the face, like, another one's coming up, but he's not going to get you this time. Norman, it is now your turn.
I would like to cut the arm off of this sorcerer.
All right. You have to roll pretty high here, but we'll see.
No, only rolled an 8. That's not going to be high enough, and I don't think I have anything that can grant me a reroll.
No, I don't think so. So unfortunately, as you're coming in, he actually pulls out a dagger. He's like, fuck, ching! And his looks very similar to how I described his sister's earlier. It's a curved blade with the secondary smaller blade jutting out of the hilt. Looks pretty vicious. But yeah. Pretty awesome. Max, they're going to go back to you. You are now more or less like, you're unhidden. Nothing has targeted you yet. But you do see, right now, I'll describe your area a little better. You're kind of in an opening under an overgrown trellis. There are several statues around. There is the way you came from, which is like a little path that's walled in. There is another like dark corridor that you don't know what's over there, that's very overgrown, but you could go that way if you want it. And then there's the way Gary went behind you. There are several stone benches, some intact, some not, lots of statues, and it is you and the two women, Ares and Morgan. And right now you can visibly see 3 of these creatures fully emerged. And they are coming at you. Not you specifically,
though. Hopefully Max realizes he's still not really super noticed. So I'm going to go back, try to dive into one of the shadows or behind one of these down benches and stealth again, essentially.
That's fine. It worked out well for you last time. Knowing your strengths, that's 16. And stunt points. You hide once again. Would you like to use what's it called? The shadows thing again? That was a good one.
Yeah, I'm gonna use. Let's see. I'm gonna put.
That's infiltration.
I'm setting this up for the next one for attack later. So you know what? I am going to put. Yeah, you know what? I am going to put 2 points in the Just Shadow, and 1 point in Take Cover.
Okay.
2 points in Take Cover and 2 points into the Shadow thing. Sorry.
Where's Take Cover?
Yes.
It's in general combat stunts.
Okay, general combat. Okay, cool. Yeah. Okay, there you go.
Thank you, Avenging Penguin.
Oh hell yeah! Avenging Penguin has booned Gary. Absolutely. Google Maps couldn't find Max at this point. That's pretty good. Yeah. Hiding from Google Maps. So, Max, you're hidden, and you are ready. You're ready to act. So you're going to see this combat unfold. 2 of them are going to go after Ares. Ares likes to make a target of herself. Gotta reroll that one. Okay. Ares, you've rolled better. You've rolled better, Ares.
Her and I both, man.
She rolled worse than you. But I don't know. I gotta see her pluses. And this thing's actually harder to hit than the Warlock. Interesting. So yeah, just goes like right past its head. It's raining. It's difficult in here. She took a step on a loose stone and just misses. She's like, fuck. Morgan is going to try to cover her ass and stab one of these things. Damn.
Really quick.
Yeah.
I still have that rebar, right?
Yeah, you can still have the rebar. I'm fine with that. I actually thought about that a minute ago. I was like, why not? Why not? And her dagger. Okay. She buries her dagger in this thing's back. But it's still coming, and it's still coming at Ares. Ares is going to get attacked. She gets hit. She gets hit. Morgan also gets hit. Everyone gets hit. Everyone gets hit. Yeah.
Me?
No, not you. Everyone but Mr. Kapow gets hit. Damn.
Like John Cena. You can't see me.
Yeah, right? Let's see. 14.
You really want to learn that Peacemaker dance now? Finally saw it the other night.
Do you want to taste that? Yeah. Hell yeah. Peacemaker's great. Sorry, I'm doing maths. Because maths is fun. What's your impact, Gary? Your impact armor?
It's gonna be 5. It's 5er.
Damn, yours is really good.
Thanks.
Okay. I figured Ares is wearing the same armor as you, so.
Oh, no, I have subdermal armor implants.
Oh, shit, so hers is a little worse. Okay, fair enough.
I can actually tell you how much worse. I have that number written down.
Oh, yeah, that'd be very helpful.
Hours, subdermal armor implants. It's a 1/1, and I also have a shield, and so that shield gives me another 1, I think.
Okay, so you're she's two shorter than that, so she has
like a 3.
A 3. 3's still okay, because she got hit twice, so she's gonna actually take 6 away. So, damn, that's still. She gets hit for 8. 8 gets through. And so does the Warlock, but she only gets hit by one of them. She's just not wearing armor. So they're like, you hear them cry out, Max, as they both get like bitten by these things. Crunch! You hear it sounds like they're biting apples. Normanson, you are going to get attacked. This guy, he has his dagger out. He's gonna stab you with his dagger. It doesn't do quite as much damage as his magic bolts do. But, yeah, it still hits you, though.
Damn.
Oh, max damage. Suck it.
Damn.
And max damage is, I think, 7. 7 piercing. Oh, no, impact. It'd be impact still, right?
Yes. So I do I subtract that from 5 or 7 carried over?
No, 7 total.
Oh.
So, whatever your impact is, take that off of it.
My impact is 5, so it gets 2 damage?
Yeah.
Okay, alright.
I think so. I'm looking it up right now, actually. Because I really want to stab you better than that. Cause it's fun.
Yeah, that's not a great stab. He should go back to his magic.
it was what was handy at the time.
It's okay. I'm glad he tried to stab me.
Yeah. I felt like it was fair. I made y'all's Warlock stab, so I figured I'd make this Warlock stab. You're still going to get attacked by 2 zombies, though.
That's true.
That's a hit. That's a hit. Luckily, no stunt points are generating over here on my end for you. So you're going to take... Okay, so follow this, right?
Follow this.
You got 8, and then you got
3.
5.
3 and 0. So
Okay.
I took 3.
Okay. So one of them's like chewing on your shoulder pad, like, and the other one, you're like, haha, stupid son. You're like, as one of them bites into your forearm of your meat arm. But then, it's your turn.
Man, I'm gonna run it back. I'm gonna try to give this guy the slice and dice treatment.
Yeah, absolutely.
18 with 6 stunt points, girl.
Oh my god. There you go. That's the magic moment.
So I know that we're not playing with the gritty rules, but there is a stunt that says it's for the gritty playlist. And the stunt is maim, and it's 5 stunt points, and you can cut off a person's body part.
I know you really want to.
Mm-hmm.
I'll allow it.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Yeah, I appreciate that. I'm gonna cut his arm off.
Yeah. Whew. Maybe we should just play gritty rules, huh?
Well, we talked about initially playing somewhere between pulpy and gritty.
That's true. Yeah. Yeah, I'm fine throwing in some gritty sometimes. So yeah, you cut out, I assume, the one holding the cross.
Yep.
Can
I use my one? Can I use my one remaining stunt point to catch the arm holding the cross?
Yeah. If you want to wind up holding it.
I'm going to be holding the arm holding the cross.
You're holding the arm holding the cross with an arm that has a zombie biting it.
Yep.
You're like, ah! And you cut this guy's arm off. He screams, he's like, ah! Fuck! I really quickly want to resolve something with that. He is going to summon a big ol' motifier on you. He is going to roll. Thank God. I was hoping I would get stunt points, and I did, Gary. I did. I really needed it.
No.
So he's going to use the Warlock power stunt, Life Drain. He's going to... Like, his moat turns into... his hand turns red, and he starts pulling your blood out of you. Let me see how this works exactly. Cool. Okay. So you're going to take... Alright, so 7.
Alright.
But your impact, don't forget about your impact.
Mm-hmm. So that's 2.
He actually has more stunt points, and it says he has favorite stunts. What is that one? Mighty Power and Powerful Manifestation. Which ones are those? Let me look at them real quick. I get to use stunt points sometimes. It's fun. I like it.
Sounds great.
Extra D6. Okay, he could do that. What's Powerful Manifestation? Oh, Force. Okay. He's going to use Mighty Power and Powerful Manifestation. So, boom. He's going to do an extra D6. Take 3. How much did you take total?
I'm taking another 3?
Yeah.
Well, I don't take any from that.
No. It's on the same damage.
Oh, okay. 1, 2, 3.
You see his eyes flare with power as he pulls more blood than he would have normally.
Yeah. I think I ended up taking 5 from that altogether. Maybe
5 off from that. So his arm that you cut off, it's the blood stops coming. And you see it scab over as he does this. And he's pulling it out with his hand. It's going into his mouth like a vampire. And you see him heal from it. Yeah. And then he's going to use his movement to, like, flee. Like, he's going to bolt.
Do I still have his arm that's holding the cross?
You do.
All right. Okay.
But he's going to run away.
Cool.
He's going to run away.
Cool.
You have some zombies to deal with. They're still active. Very cool. Very cool. Sorry, Max. I had to catch up with that. So, Max, you're back in your area. You're hidden.
Actually, this is actually very opportune.
It is opportune.
This sets up for it. I have to alter a plan slightly, but it still works.
Okay.
Max is going to take his rebar, and can we say as the guy's running off, Max just sticks out the rebar, tripping him.
Max comes out from the shadow. All right, yeah, go ahead and try and trip him.
That's a stunt move.
Yeah, give me a stunt attack. It's just a normal attack with fighting, but you won't do damage. You will just generate extra stunt points.
What do I roll?
Just normal, like a normal attack. Fighting.
Okay.
Melee something if you got it.
It's not really a fighting thing. Since it's just Max sticking out a stick.
Yeah.
Could it be dexterity?
Sure. I'll allow it. It doesn't look like you needed it to be dex. So yeah, you generated 5. So you get an extra stunt points. So yeah, you trip them. They got eat shit. Oh, fuck.
Right.
So the 2 women, they're facing off against 3. One more. Max, as you tripping this guy, he is running away. You can see a 4th zombie heading to the alcove that you just left, where the women are fighting. You recognize this zombie. This one's fresh. You know it. You've seen it before. It's a man wearing a hoodie that was previously in your trunk.
Max gonna yell out, just probably just gonna break cover now. Like, Norman, hoodie dude.
The hoodie guy's like, and it comes and it just starts like shambling towards Max.
He's got a name. His name is Alex.
His name's
Hoodie Alex dude.
okay. His name's Alex. That's fine.
I think earlier when she was asking her if her friend was okay, she said his name.
I thought so too, but I can't for the life of me.
I think it was
I
Alex.
Remember.
It wasn't Alan, but it was something like that.
Alex is fine. So yeah, Alex. But so this also has some troubling implications here, Max. You realize he was in the trunk with the guy that was captive. So that trunk is open now.
Man, Palace never showed up and picked anybody up.
Palace, it hasn't been very long, but he's probably pretty close. He's probably pretty close.
What? And Max, I think I'm gonna use my some of my stun points now. Which means I have like 5, right, to play with.
Let's see. You used some of them to trip this guy. What is that? Knockdown.
I think that's like 2 cost.
I think it's like a 2 cost. Yeah, it's not very much.
Knock prone. Yeah.
Yeah, knock prone's 2. So you have 4 left.
4 now. Okay. I'm gonna use. Max gonna yell, "Norman, help!" And looking around, he knows he's kind of out of his depth because he's not really a fighter. So he's just gonna be like, and roll his eyes up. I'm gonna use play dead.
That is one of them. You're like, this zombie comes out. You're like, because you use stunt points, it is pretty effective. He's like, and then he's like, and he like starts running back towards Ares. It worked. It did work. That's fucking hilarious, by the way.
I'm going to use my last hero point to basically Max is on the ground when the guy leaves. He's going to just roll away and use just a shadow.
You roll under a bench. That's funny, man. That's funny.
Yeah.
I like it. Norman, back to you, bud. We're not going to show the women fighting right now because no one's there to see it.
Oh, good point. I have this guy's arm. There's Zambones around. I'm gonna grab the cross and rip it from the dismembered arm.
Okay. Yeah.
No,
you feel energy coursing. Well, which hand do you use?
I guess I'll have to put my shield up. That's okay. There's stuff on my back, right? So I'll put my shield on my back to protect my back, and I'll use my meat hand.
Okay. So as soon as you touch it, you feel like this horrible energy. It hurts. It doesn't do anything, but you can feel this power coursing through this thing. What are you doing?
I'm gonna turn around and see all these Zambones in the room, and I think that this thing in some way controls them. That's what it made it sound like. I'm gonna try to make them stop.
All right, give me an understand check or like a willpower.
Willpower. Not great on my willpower check. I would like to spend a conviction to re-roll one of the dice. Okay, so now it's an 11.
It's an 11. So, it doesn't take over your mind.
I do have one more conviction, and I want to re-roll it, the other one also.
You want to try to use it for some re-roll action?
Yeah, because I can't get worse than a 1. Okay, so that's a 15 altogether.
Okay.
I'm out of conviction.
So that is better. So they do stop. You do feel something try to take hold of your mind, though, when you do it.
Oh, yeah, I don't like that.
But, you hear like, whispers. But, yeah, they do stop. They start looking around. And they start heading off towards the guy with one arm. And when they see him moving, they're like, and they like try to eat him.
Yeah, hell yeah, get him.
Oh, you're gonna let him?
Yeah, hell yeah, I'm gonna think you get him. I'm like, yeah, hell yeah.
Well,
get
that's
that
kind of
guy.
why they were doing it, because like that was probably on your mind anyways. But yeah, they start eating that guy, man. And you see the rest of them run from around the corner. It's only actually. Jesus Christ. It's only one of them. Ares went off a second ago. I rolled like nothing but stunt points. She was lightning attacking. I did it all off book. It was pretty bad. So she went ham. There's only one of them left. It's actually going to be the Alex guy. He's like, and he's going to start eating. He's like, but he gets ripped to shreds.
That's kind of sweet justice. That's his friend that he betrayed.
Yeah, it is.
Max is like hiding under a bench in the shadows, staring at this.
Yeah, you can see it. It's like happening right in front of you. You get splashed with like arterial spray. You're like, It sounds like a Coke can opening up.
All right, well, let's take all these undead and this artifact back to base. I'm just going to, as Palace pulls up in the van, I'm going to have all the undead go and get in the back of the van.
As you are doing this, Morgan is going to see what's happening. She's going to try to take the cross from you. No! Like, she's going to physically, like, try to take it from you.
No.
Okay. Roll
She can't have it.
Roll a strong holdy boy.
I'm going to roll a strong holdy boy, and I also have a strong arm.
It's fair.
And I rolled a 14 with 4 stunt points.
I've been getting a lot of boons this game. I still don't really know what to do, what we do with boons.
You have conviction points that you can use. You can burn them to add to your rolls.
Yeah, so actually, I can tell you what conviction does. I have it pulled up.
Yeah.
You can spend a conviction point to gain the benefit of the defend action, which is a +2.
Nice.
You can use one to regain 1d6 plus constitution plus level health. You can use one to re-roll a single die, but you must keep the second die. You can use one to surge, which gives you an additional major or minor action during the round. Or you can use one to survive, which means you automatically stabilize a dying character.
Those are all really cool.
Mm-hmm.
Those are even better than we were using. Yeah, hell yeah. Use all those rules.
Should I just add those 3 boons we got this game to my current conviction on my sheet?
Yeah, you're supposed to add those to your conviction, and they can go above your max if the viewers are giving them to you.
I remember you saying that. I do remember you saying that.
Yeah. So hell yeah, man. They're superpowers. Use them wisely. Yeah, so she's gonna grab. You guys are kind of at a deadlock, actually. Like, she's really trying here. She's like, "Let go. You can't control it.
It's not for me to control. It's going back to our archives.
You have to destroy it."
I don't know who the hell you are. I'm not gonna listen to you.
Please. Like, she's gonna plead with you. Please, you have to. But she's like still tugging on it. Like, you guys are having it out a little bit.
We'll get this back to section and we'll decide what to do with it.
Go ahead and give me a communication check here.
I rolled an 11 unless I could use leadership, and then it would be a 13.
So she really wants this thing destroyed. A 13 is not going to do it. So she's like, no, it has to be destroyed. She's going to attempt to. What's that? Yeah, you can do something.
Before that attempt, I make a communication roll and basically point blank ask her, why does this need to be destroyed?
It's evil. It'll reach out to others. It'll call them. And they will come for it. Now that it's awake, you can't put it back to sleep. You have to destroy it.
Dude, Norman, that does sound pretty bad.
I didn't even wait for you to roll. I just she trusts you a bit. She'll talk to you. That was pretty reasonable question, so I just let it happen.
Honestly, Norman, I think you should probably do what she says, because honestly, a lot of weird stuff been happening, and dude, You just saw dead dudes eat another dude whose arm you pulled off.
Anything can be dangerous if used in the wrong hands, but something like this has enough power to help us seal these gates. Think about the strength we could have, being able to use the armies of the undead to help us in this battle.
Honestly, we gotta wonder if it's worth it. Like, we could be stockpiling like weapons and doohickeys like from now till doomsday, but what if another like real nasty person like one-armed dude got a hold of it again?
That's why we're going to turn it over to Section. They'll keep it safe.
So while you're saying that, so you are holding it with your flesh hand, right?
Yes, that's
and you
correct.
have every intention of using it?
Every intention of, like, I'm gonna take it back to Section.
And you want to use the armies of the undead to do stuff?
Maybe not me particularly, but Section should.
Give me a willpower check. You're starting to see things you're saying are falling in line with what it wants.
Uh-oh, I rolled real good.
You want to roll? You have any conviction?
No, I don't.
So as you start to say, I'll turn it over to Section, you're like, I'll use it.
Yeah, or will I?
I'll
I can
use
this. I can use this. I
You
can
see where
use
I'm
this
going.
to
When
command.
this happens,
Yeah.
I was wondering, Gary, I think you might end up getting mad at me about this, though.
Go for it, man.
I have an idea.
So there's
He's
like
starting
different.
to lose.
I would say there's different, like, there's different lines and veils for people in games. One of mine is not party betrayal. I'm fine with party betrayal if it suits the story, and we'll get over it, and I won't take it personally. My character literally is holding an item that controls undead and doesn't want to give it up, so I understand.
Ares is starting to look at him funny too, like other people, like because he doesn't sound like himself right now. But you start saying some shit.
I was wondering if I could roll against Norman, but this roll will be Max is doing this on purpose, like out of character. Max is doing this on purpose. Bump into Norman hard enough to knock the thing off out of his hand.
You just want to like be like, whoops.
Break. Whoops.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
This is gonna be a stunt attack, and it's essentially you're trying to disarm him.
Dexterity?
Yeah, I'll allow dexterity for that. That's funny.
Oh, that's a big hit.
It's pretty good. Let me see here. You can use. Yeah, I'll allow it.
I was gonna say I'm willing to use conviction points for this to bump it up.
Oh, yeah. Use a conviction. I'll let you, like, have the one stunt point you need to disarm somebody.
All right. Yep. Basically, just like knock it over and then have Max kind of fall back. Actually, kind of break it by sitting on it.
You're like, ah. So, as your eyes start to black over, as this thing starts to take your mind with your failed willpower save, as you're like, no, I'll use it. I will be the leader of the undead. And then you'll see like Ares like look at you like, holy shit. She like shellac-lags her shotgun. She's like, sir. And then this guy just,
And you will burn first. I stare at her.
This guy just falls over and knocks the cross out of her hand and it cracks on the ground. And a black bolt of lightning shoots up from it into the sky.
Okay, maybe it's good that I didn't sit on it then.
Yeah, don't sit on it. That'd be funny. Where'd Max go? I don't know. No, excellent. The pieces.
Sorry.
You'll see Morgan like relax. I'm glad it happened that way. I'm sorry, Norman. You're a good man, but that thing turns good men into monsters. She'll look at her brother's dead body as she says that.
Max is gonna be like, dude, sorry, Norman. You know, sometimes, little butterfingers and I kind of tripped over my own shoe. Saying this, he's kind of awkwardly looks back over at what's her name?
Morgan?
I said her name. Morgan, yeah. It kind of gives her kind of a little exaggerated wink and a okay. Like, on purpose, but tell anyone. Secret.
So Morgan, I understand that you need help fighting these things and protecting your world. That wasn't the right way, but if I can do anything to help, my name's Morgan Vale. I've acquired one of your communication devices. They're pretty interesting. Here's my number. We shall keep in touch. Feel free to take the pieces back to your Virgil.
Can I actually? I just realized I have ability called I think it's where is it? Contact. Can I add her to my contact network?
She is part of she's absolutely a contact for you guys now.
Okay, cool.
Gotta cross out her brother's name on my character list. That dude got eaten by zombies. But yeah, so Morgan Vale is now a contact for you guys. You can call on her. She knows stuff about the occult. She's clearly magical. She is an ally, like an actual ally now. So that's good. So, you're not walking away empty-handed here. And you do have the pieces of this thing to study. Who knows? Maybe Virgil can get it working again. Who knows?
If we're lucky.
Max gonna add a little note next to it. Don't sit on it.
That's it. But yeah, as that happens, Palace is here. You see the guy that escaped in the trunk, of the van now. He's like, hey, I saw this guy tied up. Is he one of yours?
That's Max's friend.
Man, that's a really good knot. That's how I'm trying to pull out of that for a while.
I'm gonna open the front passenger door and look at Max and show him the door. Put my arm up. Be like, why don't you tell Palace all about the knots you tied?
Oh yeah, sure. Okay. Well, first it was a sailor's knot, and
then I'll go around and get in the back with the rest of everybody else.
That's funny. Does the observant Ocho guy run behind them and hide in the bushes? That's funny.
He sure does.
Crossover. But yeah. So you guys, during all this thunder and stuff, lightning, the storm, it's still going on late into the night. You guys are heading on your way back into town. A job well done. And that is what we're going to call it tonight. It actually ended right at 11. Wow, look at that.
Good timing. Good game, everybody.
I hope you guys had fun. I had a lot of fun running it. I'm Johananon, the Game Master. I'm at Rockfact on Twitter, at Johananon1 on TikTok. Check me out if you want to hear anything about RPGs and indie games and board games and stuff.
It's me, Casualty CDG, and you can find me at Casualty CDG. As usual, you can find Jahan and I here on Twitch or on our Fresh Out the Box YouTube every Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday from 8 p.m. until 11 p.m. And every single Sunday, we have a brand new podcast episode come out called Fresh Out the Podcast, available where all podcasts are available. We talk about movies and streaming shows, particularly Peacemaker right now seems to be a hot show. Having a lot of fun with that one. I'm happy to be here, and I'm happy to have you guys supporting us. Please come back every week. We try to play new games with rotating casts and new characters. To keep you interested, don't forget you can boon or doom us to make our campaign more exciting by helping us or destroying everything we are trying to do.
Well, as always, I am the dastardly, dashing Michael Kapow, and you can find me all over the internet on my social medias, which is at Mr. Kapow, that's MrKapao, or my Facebook page, which is facebook.com/Michael Kapow does stuff, because I do a lot of stuff, like my YouTube channel called Fantastic Tales of Adventure. And right now, on Wednesdays at 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, you can watch me play Pathfinder 2nd Edition on the Nat 20 Productions official channel. And then on Thursdays at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, I'm on the not the Nat 20, the Toyzilla Network channel, where I co-host a show called Toyzilla Live, where we talk about toys and collectibles. And as always, every other Friday, I'm here at channel playing Modern Age with these awesome friends. And you know what, Robert, I miss you. You need to be at the next game.
We miss you, Robert. Yeah, Robert had to attend to some wedding situation stuff.
I was going to say he missed for a very important reason.
Congratulations, Robert, on your upcoming nuptials. But yeah, also, we're Green Ronin affiliates. Use our link if you want any of these books, and you help us out at the same time. You get a discount. Yay! We love Green Ronin. They make a lot of great games, and they got more coming, so stay tuned. Have a great night, everybody. Thank you for watching.
You